Okay, Tyler, when we're talking about functions and the function machine, all it is knowing that you have, you're going to have an input, which is right here. And all it means is whatever you put in, something happens in here, and then you get an output. So some of the things that that go into a function machine are the domain. And the domain are the x values of a coordinate. And they are independent, which means they don't rely on anything else. They don't depend on anything else. If you take an apple and put it in the function machine, it's going to come out and be something else. If you put the letter Q in the function machine, it's going to come out and be something else. The definition of the domain is the set of all possible values So if I say we're going to put in just numbers, we're going to put in 1, we're going to put in 2, we're going to put in 3, okay? What you can call the function machine is like the equation, so to speak. So I'm going to take an equation and I'm going to put x into the equation, whatever x is. So when we're talking about that, we're talking about this. X, y, 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever the equation is, let's see, x plus 5. I'm going to put this x in, and I'm going to get out 6, because 1 plus 5 is 6. So if I put a 2 in to the function machine, which is the equation, I get 7, because 2 plus 5 is 7. If I put in 3, I get 8, because 3 plus 5 is 8. If I put in 4, I get 9, because 4 plus 5 is 9. So x's are your input. The equation is the function machine. And the y's that you get out when you solve it, so this would be y equals x plus 5, right? So your y's are your output. They are the range. They are the y values. And they are dependent, which means what you put in for x can be anything. But what comes out as y depends on what's inside the function machine. Okay? I know it's stupid. I just prefer to teach it x, y instead of with the function machine, but it is what it is. So if the x's are the input and they are the domain, then the y's are the output, and it is the range. It's that simple. It's no more complicated than that. Okay? The x's are the input, the y's are the output. The x's are the domain, the y's are the range. Okay? A function is a relationship with one or more variables where each input has a single output. So what that means is, if I take any kind of x, say I take this number 1 and put it into the function machine, into the equation, okay? I can only get one answer out. If I put 1 into the function machine and get more than one answer out, then it's not a function. So for instance, what that means is Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to make sure that the notes are matching with what I'm saying, okay? So it says for each, I didn't mean to do that. For each x value is only allowed to correspond to one y value. Okay? So what that means is here on this page right here. This relation is a function because each x has only one y. Okay? You get in 3, you get 9, you put in 4, you get 12. Okay, this relation here is not a function because -3 into the function machine gives out a +1. -3 into the function machine also gives out a -1. I mean, yes, also gives out a -1. So if there is a repeat, in the x column, then it is not a function. And it's just that simple. If there's a repeat in the x column, then there's not a function. So now what you'll see on like the test, it'll be 1, 2, and 1, and 4, 5, and 6. So when you see 1 twice, or if you see it like this and a number has arrows to more than one number, and this is your x box and this is your y box. So if your x is pointing to 2 y's or 3 y's, then it's not a function. It can only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can only point, each number in the x column can only point to one number in the y column. And basically, that's what a function is. That explains your domain and your range. And it also explains your function machine. So the function, the machine itself is the equation. Your x is your input, your y is your output. Your x is your domain, your y is your range. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so on this page, we want to determine whether a relation is a function. All right, and I'm going to write on it so that you can see, you have a better, clear understanding of what we're talking about. So review the columns. That's this over here. The relation will not be a function, for any x value if any x value corresponds to more than one different y value. Right? So in the set of coordinates on A, -1 maps to to +1, 0 maps to 0, and 1 maps to 1. So this is a function. If you look at B, 3 repeats. So this is not a function. Okay? When we look at set notation, review each ordered pair, the relation will not be a function if any x coordinate corresponds to more than one different y coordinate. Okay? So C is a function because when you look at the x's, they don't repeat. D is not a function because the x's repeat. There's a 1 in the first set of coordinates and there's a 1 in the third set of coordinates. So when you're looking at a graph, how you determine from a graph, you use the vertical line test. The relation will not be a function if a vertical line ever passes through more than one point. So what that means is this. I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to draw a vertical line on the graph. It only crosses the black, this black line here, this graph here. It only crosses one place, which is right here. So this is a function. The other one, f, is not a function because when I draw a line across the graph, it crosses here and here. So this is not a function. Mapping a diagram. Review the arrows. The relation will not be a function if any x value maps to more than one different y value. So if you take a look in the first one, all of the numbers in the x circle map to a different number in the y circle. So this is a function. In the other one, you look at the number 3. 3 maps to 4 and it maps to 16. So this is not a function. Okay? I hope this is making sense. All right. The domain is the set of x values, and the range is the set of y values. So it says identify the domain and the range of the relations in the table, the set notation, and the graph examples above. So in the first one, the domain, you're going to write it like this, is -1, 0, and 1. Those are all your x's. And when it comes out of the function machine, your range is going to be 1 and 0. Those are the numbers. When you plug these in, this is what comes out. For B, your domain is 3 and 0. Your range is -6, 1, and 6. In C, your domain is 3, 4, and 2. And your range is 3 and -1. In D, your domain is 1 and 0, and your range is 8, -2, and -3. E, your range is all real numbers. And it's that way because if you look at your let me erase this. If you look at your graphs, these arrows mean it goes on to infinity. So I don't care what I put in, it's going to be all real numbers. And your range is going to be -1 and infinity for that same reason. Because if you look at right here, this point is graphed at -1. So that's where x is equal to y is equal to -1. And the rest of the coordinates, no matter what you put in, is going to go on to infinity. So it's -1 to infinity. On the on F, your domain is -2 to infinity, and your range is Yes, your range is all real numbers. And it's negative infinity to infinity when you do that. Okay? Now, I hope this helps. If it doesn't, send me a message and I'll send some more. Okay? But this, I think, covers everything that you said was your most difficult one. So read over it, let me know, and then send me a message or call me if you need more help with this part. Good luck.